Alrighty, video 3 about to begin. I pre-hooked up the cell to the booster end cables here, the booster cable ends. Now let's walk over to the auto battery and finish the process. I'm going to test out the cell, make sure they're making connection over there at the lithium cell. .76. Alrighty. Next attempt here is to hear the spark. Definitely current going through. Okay. I'm going to step away because this might be the one that goes kabang. And I don't want to be near it. I'll zoom in. I mean, if I go through all 4 of these batteries and nothing happens to any of them, you know, that's 4 out of 4. That's absolutely nothing has happened except it appears to have charged them. So, not too sure what to think on that. Now that last test is going to be an interesting test because I'm going to reverse the polarity on that one and see how that one takes place. Maybe that one will be the big banger. I suppose I could have made each one of these videos exactly the same amount of time, test it out, but I wasn't really paying attention to how many minutes were taking place or how many seconds were taking place. So I'm just going to leave it there and see what happens. Again, it's appearing nothing's happening. Test 3. No fire. No explosion. No rapid snow melt. No rapid heat buildup that I can see. I've played around with these lithium cells quite a bit. I dealt with, oh boy, imagine thousands of cells, and I can't honestly say that I've ever had the experience of one exploding or catching fire. Now I'm not saying they don't, and I'm not saying they won't, but within my dealings with them, I have not encountered it. Now someone else may encounter it, but so far I have not, and my days playing with these cells are just about over, so I'm probably not going to encounter it. Now someone that's thinking about playing with these cells because they have access to some of them, well, it may happen to them, I'm not sure, but I can confidently tell you it hasn't happened to me. It's just that my needs, there's no more needs to play with these cells anymore. I've done what I wanted to do with them, and I've completed all that, so there's no more need for it. Unless one of the little projects batteries go bad, but I've made extra packs for them, so it'll be sometime down the road before I'm actually going to need any kind of new cells, before I'll be actually playing around with them. And at that point, when I do play around with them, it won't be experimenting because I've already went through that process. It'll be straight to what I need to do. Alright, let's go and check it out now. I'll call that test 3 pretty much over. Nothing's happened at all. Now this last test is going to be an interesting one because that one there is going to be reverse polarity hooked up. Oh, surely it's going to explode now. How could it not? I'm hooking it up backwards. I'm going to have an explosion here. How could it not happen? Oh boy. This one's actually a little wee bit higher than the other 2 were. 3.84 it was, and now it's steady at 3.83. Interesting. It seems like I've just charged these batteries up a bit. Probably not to the full extent, but to a bit. Now perhaps if I left this hooked up overnight, something might happen. I'm not sure. That's one long video to try that out. I suppose I could make that video and do a before and after effect. But no, I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, let's go back over to this one here and go through the feel. Yeah, same. Exactly the same as those two there. Oh, there's Timmy again, wanting to play. He's a playful critter. Alrighty then here. I'm going to put that one over there and I'm going to pull this one in. This is going to be interesting. Reverse polarity, see what happens. Okay, there's the negative, you can see. And here's the positive, so I'm going to turn it about. Have the negative. And here's the positive. And let me get this little tab up. Okay, let's go over here and make sure we have a reading. A good connection at that lithium cell. Oh, we sure do. 3.76. Okay, reverse polarity, here we go. Oh, I hear the spark is bigger. Okay, there we go. Stand away from this. Surely, being the last test, being hooked up in reverse polarity, this is going to be the one, right? It's going to have a tremendous heat overload and just rapidly explode. Not yet, it hasn't. I don't know what to think. We do 4 individual tests. In the third test, I reversed the polarities and no fire, no explosion. Maybe I need to do 4 more, 8 more, 16 more. Will it be number 56 that does it? I'm not sure. But I don't want to keep going through all these tests to find out. Folks, when you're playing with things, I mean, it's a rule of thumb to be careful. And even as we're being careful, them little hurts can still come our way. I think that's just part of doing things. Pretty hard to avoid. You know, we can be as safe as we know how to be, as cautious as we know how to be, and be careful as much as we know how to be. And these little things that happen to us, these little hurts that we cause ourselves, well, that's part of the journey of doing these little things. You know, if we don't want them little hurts, then we better just stay away from it altogether and, you know, stick with book reading or something, or sunbathing, or, you know, don't even go fishing, because you have to bait the hook. You might hook yourself. You better stay away from fishing too. But I enjoy fishing, and every now and then I jab my finger with a hook. Kind of hurts. Fortunately enough, I haven't went too deep where I got the barbs stuck in my finger. I don't think this one's going to do anything, even being hooked up reverse polarity. Well, I'm going to go give it a voltage test. It can't be reading the same as the other ones. There's no way, because it's not in charge mode. It's in the opposite mode, so definitely can't be higher than it was. That's for sure. Let's just check it out here and see. Oh boy. Look at that. Reverse mode. Unbelievable. But that's reverse polarity. So it's actually flipped itself around. Just the same, let's go feel the heat build up on it. There has to be something on there. Let's make sure I didn't make a mistake. No, I didn't make a mistake. There's positive on negative, and there's negative on positive. Let's feel the battery. You know what? Strange enough as it may sound, there is no difference. This battery is about as warm as those ones reached. The difference? There is no difference. Well, folks, I don't know what to tell you. 4 test out videos. And, well, there's the results. The same 4 batteries. Nothing actually happened. I'm going to keep this one here separate so I know that it was reverse polarity mode, because it's probably going to be no good. As of these 3 here, they're still usable. And this one here, I'm going to have to see what happens with it. It might be just disposable, recyclable. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed these 4 different tests. And I don't know if it's cleared anything up with you or not. It never made me feel more confident playing with them. Well, there you have it, folks. You know, judge it for yourself. End of video 4. No more test videos. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you have not, and thank you for those that have.